I was approached by a company. They needed a couple models for a photo shoot to match some of the merchandise they want to sell and act as a promotional tool for on those posters and even short videos that they're going to be making. I can't really elaborate on what that is yet, but as soon as I can, I will post those on my Instagram, my Facebook, and probably here on YouTube if I can as well. So of course I needed to start building a couple of models. They needed 3 in total, and the time frame was so short that I was only able to do 1. Luckily I had 2 in the style that they already wanted, finished and ready on the shelf, so they got those, and I needed to build 1 more in a bright yellow. It turned out to be a nice muscle car. This is a Dodge Challenger, of course. It's the AMT kit, a really simple kit. No really detailed parts on the chassis or interior, but it does look pretty nice from the outside and has a good stance with the wheels on it, so that was good enough for the photo and filming that they needed to shoot. So as usual with pretty much all of my other builds, the body is prepped first and then moved into the painting stage. I marked off all of the mold lines. These are the lines that are of course not supposed to be there, and the marker acts as a nice guide code to show me where they are and when they are removed during the sanding process. I needed to scribe a little panel line on the rear bumper, as that was pretty much gone from the casting stage, so I put on a piece of masking tape and carefully scribed the new line against that. Some of the mold lines were removed with some sanding sticks, and then the rest of the body was sanded with a 600 grit as well, before just scribing out the rest of the panel lines to make them a bit deeper so that they don't disappear. Once that was all done, pretty much all of the parts were prepped and ready. The only thing I needed to do now was assemble them all together, as they all needed to be the same color, and according to the instructions they could be glued together before painting, as they were all supposed to be on there and don't really need to be disassembled for some other assembly parts to be put onto it. So these were just permanently glued in with some super glue, and I then moved on to primer. Of course, the hard to reach, easy to forget spots were taken care of first, and then moved on to the rest of the body with a nice light coat. 5 minutes of cure time after the first coat was applied, and then the second one could be put on as well. The primer went on pretty smooth, though there was still a bit of texture on it, so I sanded it down with some 3000 grit sanding sponges, making sure not to go through the primer and back to the bare plastic, but just making the surface as smooth as I possibly could before applying 2 coats of silver to act as a nice bright base coat for the following layers of yellow to be applied on top of it. With 2 coats of silver applied, it is nice and bright and ready for the yellow paint to be applied on top of it. I'm applying the silver first to make the base as bright as I possibly can to help the color for the yellow be as bright as it possibly can as well, and also to help the coverage. The colors yellow and red usually don't really cover that quickly. I found that red with zero paints covers really nicely, and yellow tends to really not cover nice at all. So I'm going to be building these layers up very slowly, taking my time, letting it cure in between for about 10 minutes, and making sure that the coats are extremely light. On film it looks like it's covering pretty quickly, though in reality you can still see a lot of spots through the yellow, and that is of course not supposed to be that way. So I'm just going on, applying it in about 5 to 6 layers in total to be absolutely sure that everything is covered and nice and even all over. After 4 coats, the coverage was pretty much there, so just to be entirely sure everything was indeed covered, I added a 5th and final coat of yellow. I let the final coat dry for about 30 minutes before I started applying a couple decals on the front, the hood, and also on the side as well. After putting the decals in place and letting them dry for a couple of hours, I moved on to mixing up the clear, of course starting on those hard to reach, easy to forget spots, and then the rest of the body with a nice thick coat, letting it dry for about 5 minutes in between coats and finishing it off with a second, also pretty thick coat to make it as glossy as it possibly could be. second and final coat of clear is put on and it's looking pretty good, so I now need to set this body aside for a couple days to cure before moving on to finishing it off.